with another reading for August 25th, 2022. And today's reading is Song of Solomon 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're reading from the New King James Version.
The bride confesses love. Ephesians 5:22-23, 1 Peter 3, verses 1 through 7. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. Because of the Savior of thy good ointments, thy name is as an ointment poured forth. Therefore do the virgins love thee, the friends. Draw me, we will run after thee. The king has brought me into his chambers. We will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than thy wine. The upright love thee. The bridge, I am black, but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, and as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me, because I'm black, because the sun has looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyards have I not kept. Tell me, O thou with whom my soul loveth, where thou feedest, where thou makest thy flock to rest at noon. For why should I be as one that turneth aside by the flocks of thy companions? Solomon speaks, if thou know not, O fairest among women, go thy way forth by the footsteps of the flock, and feed thy kids beside the shepherd's tent. I have compared thee, O my love, to a company of horses in the Pharaoh's chariots. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. The friends, we will make these borders of gold with studs of silver. The bride, while the king sitteth at his table, my spikenard sendeth forth the smell thereof. A bundle of mirth is beloved unto me. He shall lie all night betwixt my breast. My beloved is unto me as a cluster of camphire in the vineyards of Engedi. Solomon. Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair, thou hast dove's eyes. The bride, behold, thou art fair, my beloved, yea, is green. Solomon. The beam of our house are cedar, and our rafters are of fir.
Song of Solomon 2. The bride. I am the rose of Sharon, of the valleys. Solomon. As the lily among thorns, so is my love among the daughters. The bride. As the apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down under his shadow with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me was love. Stay with flagons, comfort me with apples of love. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand doth embrace me. I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes, hinds of the fields, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love, till he please. The bride's adoration. The voice of my beloved. Behold, he cometh leaping upon the mountains, skipping upon the hills. My beloved is like a roe, or a young hart. Behold, he standeth behind our wall. He looketh forth at the windows, shewing himself. My beloved spake and said unto me, Rise up, my love, my fair one, and come away. For lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on earth, the time of the singing of the birds is come, and the voice of the turtle is heard in our land. The fig tree putteth forth her green figs, and the vines with the tender grape give a good smell. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. Solomon, O my dove, that art in the clefts of the rock, in the secret places of the stairs, let me see thy countenance, let me hear thy voice. For sweet is thy voice, and thy countenance is comely. Take us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vines, for our vines have tender grapes. The bride, my beloved is mine, and I am his. He feedeth among lilies, break, and the shadows flee away. Turn, my beloved, and be thou like a roe, or a young hart upon the mountains of Bether.
Song of Solomon 3. The Bride's Dream. By night on my bed I sought him with my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. I will rise now and go about the city, in the streets and in the broadways. I will seek him with whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. The watchmen that go about the city found me, to whom I said, Saw ye whom my soul loveth? It was but a little that I passed from them, but I found him whom my soul loveth. I held him and would not let him go until I had brought him into my mother's house and into the chamber of her that conceived me. I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes and by the hinds of the field, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love until he please. Solomon's wedding date. Who is this that cometh out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, with all the powers of the merchant? Behold, his bed which is Solomon's, threescore valiant men are about it, of the valiant of Israel. They all hold swords, being expert in war. Every man hath his sword upon his thigh, because of fear in the night. King Solomon made himself a chariot of the wood of Lebanon. He made the pillars thereof of silver, the bottoms thereof gold, the covering in it of purple, the midst thereof being paved with love for the daughters of Jerusalem. Go forth, O ye daughter of Zion, and behold the King Solomon with the crown, wherein his mother crowned him in the day of his espousals, and in the day of the gladness of his heart.
Song of Solomon 4. Solomon admires his beloved. Behold, behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes within thy locks. Thy hair is as a flock of goats that appear from Mount Gilead. Thy teeth are like a flock of sheep that are even shorn, which came up from the washing, whereof every one bare twins, and none is barren among them. Thy lips are like a thread of scarlet, and thy speech is comely. Thy temples are like a piece of a pomegranate within thy locks. Thy neck is like the tower of David builded for an armory, whereon there hang 1,000 bucklers, all shields of mighty men. Thy two breasts are like two young roes that are twins, which feed among the lilies. Until the day break and the shadows flee away, I will get me to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. Thou art all fair, my love, there is no spot in thee. Come with me from Lebanon, my spouse, with me from Lebanon. Look from the top of Amana, from the top of Shenir and Hermon, from the lions' dens, from the mountains of the leopards. Thou hast ravished my heart, my sister, my spouse. Thou hast ravished my heart with one of thine eyes, with one chain of thy neck. How fair is thy love, my sister, my spouse! How much better is thy love, thine wine, and the smell of thine ointments than all spices. Thy lips, O my spouse, drop as the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under thy tongue, and the smell of thy garments is like the smell of Lebanon. A garden enclosed is my sister, my spouse, a spring shut up, a fountain sealed. Thy plants are an orchard of pomegranates with pleasant fruits, camphire with spikenard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with all trees of frankincense, myrrh and aloes, with all the chief spices, a fountain of gardens, as well of living waters, and streams from Lebanon. The bride, awake, O north wind, and come, thou south, blow up pieces thereof may flow out. Let my beloved come into his garden and eat his pleasant fruits. So there,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. So,
That concludes the reading for today.
yeah, and we'll be back tomorrow for part 7 and 8.
God bless you all. In the name of Jesus Christ, we love you, and may you have a great day.
Yeah.